Welcome to the Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge. We're gonna get started with step-ups. So find a flat, stable surface. Doesn't have to be very high, but large enough that your foot completely rests. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna step up and step down. That's it. Now, alternate what legs you lead with. If you want, you can do 30 seconds leading with one side, 30 seconds leading with the other side. Do 60 seconds leading with the right, another 60 seconds leading with the left. And that's fine too. This works on balance, strength, hip mobility, knee mobility. And even if you plan to live in a Rambler style house with no stairs, you still need to do stairs. There are still stairs in your life, in your future life, whether you want to or not. You want to be able to use stairs in an emergency situation, but the mobility, the balance, the strength is second to none. So do step-ups, and I think I may add step-ups to our 10-day challenge next month. You'll be okay. Okay. So, last one. Now we got kettle swings. So find your kettlebell. If you don't have a kettlebell, milk jug, water jug, whatever you got. I'm gonna do this one today. So, kettlebell swings is feet are well rooted. Take the kettlebell, swing it between your legs, come up, thrust your pelvis forward and come here. So that's your range of motion. Breathe. It is a full body exercise. There's 2, maybe 3. We're gonna say this is 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Here's 6. Here's 7. Heart rate's coming up. Here's 8, 9, and 10. All right, we got farmer's carry next. And in the gym on Wednesday, my workout buddy and I were discussing why it's so important to do farmer's carry. Peter Attia talks about it all the time. You don't have to have equal. So I, in my house, have a 35 and a 25 pound. I am not gonna go buy another 35 pound kettlebell just so I can carry it. And in life, when are our bags, our packages, whatever it is that we're carrying, ever truly equal? So it's a bit like a suitcase carry, which is where you're only carrying something on one side. You have to have your core, your spine, you're stabilizing it. This is similar. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch. So about halfway. Again, you don't have to have things equal. Grab 2 shopping bags and fill them with stuff and just carry. You are training for life here. As I'm walking around my uninsulated, unfinished, cold garage, froze last night, and walk around in circles with my kettlebells, doing farmer's carry. It is what it is, but you're training for life. It doesn't have to be fancy. It's not Instagram-y, right? This is real. All right, we're going to lunges. And I know we just did lunges for the 10-day challenge, but you'll be okay. Suck it up, butterfly. So find whatever it is that you're going to use in your dumbbells. Whatever you're gonna curl. Okay, find your lunge, find your weight, shoulders back. We're gonna lead with back knee down, up, curl. Knee down, up, curl. You can slow it down. You don't have to go very fast. We're adding weight. Just gonna challenge that lunge. Come on, we're halfway. And then we're gonna do squats with overhead press when we're done the other side. Breathe. So lunge, up, curl. Lunge down, up, curl. Let's do one more. Lunge down, up, curl. Okay, let's switch. So we're gonna lunge the other side. Still curling the biceps, take a break if you need to. So, nice wide stance, lunge, up, curl. You got it. So here's 3. Time flies when you have fun. Here's 4. We're already halfway. Understanding that one side is often a little bit more restricted than the other, and that's okay. Here's 8. Here's 9. All right, here's 10. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go squats. Then overhead press. So, hanging onto your weight, we're gonna look up, drop down, not back, and then we're gonna press. That's all it is. It doesn't need to be one sweeping motion. So, squat, press. You can break it down, pause for a moment, and then press. Breathe. Adding extra weight is gonna elevate that heart rate. We got plank up downs next. Press. When using those shoulders, using the back. Squat, press. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Squat, press. And we got 3 more. Squat, press. 2 more. Squat, press. 1 more. Squat, press. Whew. Yep, heart rate 140 beats per minute. So, plank up downs. Feel free to come to your knees. 60 seconds. Stroke your legs back. High plank. Walk down the bent elbow plank. Pause for a moment. And press up to tall plank. You choose the speed you're going. There's no sense in rushing through it. It doesn't matter how many you do. 60 seconds to 60 seconds. So focus on feeling the motion, movement. Feeling that push-up. Push-ups have been helping us with this. Come on, press. So high plank, down to elbow and forearm, pause. Place your left hand under your shoulder, followed by your right and press up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. We're almost done. We've got dead bugs next. We're gonna roll over into our backs. 10 seconds to go. Press up. Bent double plank. Pause. Press up. There you go. Okay, dead bug. If you've ever seen a bug on its back, this is exactly what we're gonna look like. It engages a lot of core. So arms up, knees are bent. Lower leg is parallel at the ground. The right arm is going to come behind you. Left arm is going to point your toes and reach opposite direction. And crunch up to start. Try though, not to let that leg and that arm touch the ground. Right, you're extending and then crunching. Contracting your abs as you bring the arm and the knee back to start. It looks really simple until you do it for a minute. It's very impactful. Breathe. You used to think it was all about sit-ups. It's not anymore. It is these standing abs. It is the planks. It is the dead bugs. That is where the good core work is. Breathe. And the stronger your core is, the less likely you're to have low back pain. I call it non-traumatic low back pain, non-causation low back pain. Because when your core is weak, your back is doing the extra work. So if you keep the core strong and the back strong, they work well together, and you won't have low back pain unless you do something stupid. Yeah, I said that. And I won't tell you what some stupid stories are from my patients. It's like, what were you thinking? Okay, so right arm, left leg, contract. Left arm, right leg, contract. Okay, now we're gonna go to single leg deadlifts. So, all this is working on balance. Take the weight onto your left foot. And then we're going to kick the right foot back and come forward. And then back to starting. You can let that foot come onto the ground or off. So it's a single leg kickbacks. It takes a moment to find my balance. Single leg deadlifts. There's a sense of balance. If you're working those intrinsic muscles of your foot, of your feet. You can grab a weight. So I'm balancing my left foot, left arm's gonna come out to balance, weight in the right hand, kicking the right foot back. So that's an option 2 to level up. Breathe. We've got 3 more after this. So wherever you are, I'm coming over the side. Here's 2, and here's 1. Okay, let's switch. So, bouncing on the right foot, Right arm out, weight in your left hand if you choose to do weight, and you're gonna kick the left leg back, reach the left hand down towards the ground, and come up. You're gonna feel your hamstrings, which are the muscles located in the back of your leg. Breathe, working on balance. We have back pulls next, and then we got monster walks and you're done. Have fun, have fun. So full body exercises here. Core engaged. So, hinging. You're gonna feel that in the back of your leg. Single leg deadlift. Let's do 2 more. So I'd rather go over than under. 1 more. Okay, so let's go to back pull. So you can do the single back pull. We're kind of in a lunge position. You're gonna leave the elbow up. I'm gonna do double arm back pull. So I don't start at 0. I've got some resistance. I feel it. Bend your elbows. Then you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Pause at the top, squeeze for a moment, and come back. Pause at the top, and come back. We only have 10 of these, and then we got 60 seconds of monster walks, and we're done. Breathe. Squeeze at the top, come down. Squeeze at the top, and come down. Come on, strengthen those back muscles, core engaged. Let's do 2 more. Here's 1. And here's 2. All right, monster walks. You can grab your exercise bands. I'm not going to use those today. So an option here, a couple options for monster walks, is the toes stay neutral. We're not externally rotating that hip. It's really important. And we're going to walk laterally. So bend through your knees. You're firing up your glute medius. So if your hips hurt, these are good exercises to do. Because often the front, because we spend so much time hunched forward, our hip flexors are really tight. We want to activate all of those muscles. Another option with monster walks is we're going to walk 45 degrees. But the importance is we're not turning that foot, right? We're stepping lateral. So I'm keeping my toes pointed forward, and then I'm going to step back. So don't rotate through the hip. I'm extending. So again, your choice. We're going to go side. Okay, not turning, not rotating, or we're going to step forward. So 45 degrees, but again, not turning that foot, stepping. So you've got some lateral movement without adding the rotation. And that, folks, is the Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge. Thank you for participating. Have a great day. Aging well together.